One is where we are in terms of Alberta, in terms of industry, what's our needs, and what direction that I would say in terms of business we are seeing the direction going. For introduction, I've been here in Alberta from 2005, and certainly started with most of the folks here. Jamil has been one here. He is a project manager in Worli. And moved from the ladder of being a senior project engineer all the way towards running as a delegate GM on, thank you. Can you hear me? No?
No, that's okay. It's for recording.
Sorry for recording.
It's for recording.
Okay.
That's good, full voice too.
So, just going to start here. Similarly, I started in 2005, and I get to know the Alberta industry at the same time. Overall experience was, I have, I would say, 18, 19-year experience in oil patch throughout the globe, from Pakistan to Houston, almost 8 years in FPSOs. And then in, I would say, Western Canada, which is primarily Alberta and BC. And the way the industry has been moving here, we had quite a bit growth in terms of, if you see, thermal, which is in situ, and mineable, I would say, products. Fundamentally, I'm not going to go into deep in those areas because the course is for the pipeline. So I will tell you the only information that we are seeing at the same time of business case right now. So 3 key areas. One is Alberta has quite a bit shortage in terms of logistics. When we say logistics is a larger term, means power lines, means your transportation network, including pipeline, okay? And either you can say rail line or you can say your lorries. Okay? So something that you have as your black gold has to move by having, I would say, infrastructure for logistics. It can be anything. Pipeline is one of the big factors because of sustainability and history associated with the safety. People from the environmentalists, they may call the other subject, but still the pipeline is the best source of transporting the crude. So having said that, there's a quite a bit lack of structure of pipeline. I'm going to name a few just for your information. As you are aware, TCPL pipeline is still in debate and quite hot topic. Okay? It's a 5 billion tag. The other one is Northern, I would say, Gateway pipeline. It's still getting quite a bit debate from our First Nation in BC. It's almost around 4 billion tag. Okay? We're talking about West Coast pipeline, okay, towards BC, and we're also talking about East Coast pipeline going all the way towards I call it PEI, Potato Land, right, where we have refineries for Irving, and it's also 5 billion tag. We're talking about going from here to Montreal to refinery, okay, it's also 5 billion tag. So if you add all these, we're talking about in billions, couple of billions. And when we talk about timeline, it's all going to happen, or none will happen, in 10 years. So when you talk about from 10 to 8 years, that means this has to be available for you to start transporting crude. Okay? That tells you that okay, engineering need to happen now. Yeah? Because it's 4 or 5 years timeline for a pipeline. Okay? So this is one of the biggest market. Now challenges that we face, we means as an individual or as a professional, is pipeline requires quite a bit of agility. Pipelines require multi-dimensional skill. Okay? So the EITs, when they come out of the colleges, and if a company has an infrastructure that they have certain SMEs, means subject matter expert, they try to indulge or inculcate I would say EITs for doing the I would say more secondary level of work, engage with SMEs, and where your skills, if are not multi-dimensional, okay, then you will have not a better edge for competition. Okay? So the more skills that you develop, the more it's going to be beneficial for you, rather than one. I'm not going to go into detail because Naman is, I would say, subject matter expert in this area, but hydraulics is one of the dimensional pipeline. Okay? Your routing selection is other, your economics of pipeline is other, your geotech is different, right? So if you mix the blend, okay, that's one. The second aspect that I'm going to pitch here is pipeline project engineering and project management is a total different than your, you can say, facility project management. Okay? You need to learn the art of what are the milestones, what are the execution style of a pipeline. I'm not talking about terminal side. I'm purely talking about pipeline side. Okay? So if you evolve that direction, then you can be an excellent project engineer. You can be an excellent PI, project integration engineer. You can be an excellent project manager. Okay? The first more important thing is you need to understand yourself, where you are. Okay? Evaluate concept of your in-depth knowledge in terms of expertise and skill that you have based on your 10, 15 years or 8 years experience. But if you are a generalist, okay, you are better off going towards project engineering. Okay? If you are a subject matter expert, you are better off to go towards being a lead on the pipeline area. Okay? If you are a blend of two, maybe you want to go towards project engineering management. Okay? So these are the concepts that you need to understand. So you have a better chances of being successful in the industry. That's one aspect. Second thing that I'm going to, and I will ask for him to just let me know, because I have a habit of keep going on, because that's a quite in-depth knowledge I have here, right? So just let me know when the time is up. Okay? What direction Alberta in general going? Okay. When we have all these plants done, the most important thing will happen after pipeline is, certainly we're talking about LNG, but the second most important thing is there will be operating plants. And these operating plants will require people to do a maintenance and asset management. Okay? So that's the other area that you may want to skill yourself. Okay? 2013 has been a flat, if you are aware. Means it has been providing a, I would say, paycheck to us, but it's a flat market. 2014 in June, the market still will be flat. Yeah. And after that, if things will be, I would say, dot will be arranged in a way, then the market will be booming again. Okay. So prepare yourself, okay, while you see the market is flat, for the areas where the market is going to booming, okay, and survive in that area. Survival means work on the projects where it's belong to the engineering of the pipeline, work on the replication of a job, for example, institute thermal, okay? Work on the area where you can skill yourself for operating or asset management of plant, okay? Develop your skill towards either a project engineering or a lead, okay? Because of the work share, the commodity, which is engineering, will be moving towards, I will say, a value creation area where the cost of doing business will be less. So these are the points that I have that I certainly would like to share with you. And good luck, and keep your motivation, and certainly appreciate all the work that NEDAAAB has been performing and the presenter here. Yeah. And together we just need to grow ourselves, and this is the chance that community-wise we can just move ahead. Thanks, appreciate it.
Thank you very much.